Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on another Big 12 foe, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Baylor Bears offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Makes a man miss. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll put the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play, the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bennett. Coming after him. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're bringing heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Comes out throwing on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw it again. He looks that one in nicely. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bears send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Penn. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Got it behind the line. It's Penn. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. BYU right back to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll run it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Bennett. Got his man on the right. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll try to do it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Caught over the middle. It's Beasley. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he's knocked down.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On second down, looking again to throw. They're trying to get to him. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Bennett. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sure hands, it's Washington. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on 1st down. Power football with the run. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Bennett. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bears will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Give to the running back. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now they'll run it to the right here. Looks as if BYU will have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. A first down for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Bennett. He turns that loose down the right side.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Buys a little time with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll fire. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out.
Is good.
Going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Shakes off the tackler. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Bennett. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Trying play action. He's got the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Bears have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with the lone back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different. Do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Bennett. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the ground, it's Martin. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's loose. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Baylor! They move on top here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to Tennessee.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They keep attacking through the air. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the gun, give on the inside. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Beasley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Trying to get rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, BYU! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Bennett. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Bears decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. the dead leg. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Bauer. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Porter.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Might as well give it to him again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Bennett. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Bears! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
17, BYU 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.